So the nuts and bolts of Simple Grace is really understanding what the new covenant is, what the difference between the new covenant and the old covenant is. So many people think that the law can be used to change people or transform people when that's something that it was not really designed for. It was just, the new covenant is what was given to us. And so the goal of Simple Grace is to be able to help people understand what the new covenant is and how it operates and how it gives us all the things that we needed to do in the old covenant ourselves. So understanding law versus grace, new covenant versus old covenant, that's really the essence of what we do. My name's Sean, and this is Simple Grace. This ministry exists because people get burnt out. Man, I was so burnt out as a 19-year-old Christian. This is like 23 years ago. I was so burnt out. I thought I was understanding Jesus. I thought I was studying the Bible hard enough. I thought I was following Jesus as hard as I could. God used this one story to really transform my life. So I was teaching this Bible study in my basement, and this one little girl raised her hand and said, "How do we do that?" And I had no clue how to answer her, so I said, "I think we're supposed to just try really hard." And trying hard, I've seen, is what most Christians do. And fast forward a few months, I went to Bible college, and one of the professors there really just opened my eyes to what grace was. My life was transformed when he said, trying hard is not how to be a Christian. Trying harder is actually the opposite of how the new covenant works. We need to learn how to rest in the finished work of Christ, rest in his grace. So that transformed my life. And so my goal with Simple Grace is to see that same transformation happen around the world. So we wrote a book, we're doing conferences, want to take the message of grace and the new covenant and that life transformational message and get it into the hearts of the people, get it into their minds so that they can see that the work was finished on the cross. What we get is a beautiful, restful experience with Jesus. So our mission at Simple Grace is to take that life-transforming understanding of God's grace and the new covenant and to just take it to the church in America and around the world. We want people to know God's grace. We want people to understand it and be able to walk in the realities of God's grace. Those relational realities of humility and faith should be driving our ministries. I do this through content creation. I'm making videos. We have the book. I'm doing a podcast, the Simple Grace podcast, and then doing training and public speaking. So I work with pastors. I work with churches to train their staff. So if you're struggling as a leader, please reach out. We can get together, even just talk on the phone. But there's a contact form right on the webpage where it'll get right to me. I want to engage with you. I want to come in and I want to help you to be able to deliver the message of grace to God's people.